Hello people and welcome to the 17th Java tutorial, and in this tutorial we're gonna see multiple classes with many methods and instance variables. Okay, let me first define what we're gonna do in this tutorial. We're gonna write a program that would give the name of your first girlfriend, and we would accomplish that using many methods. Okay, so let's just define our first method in class second. By now you'd be having two classes if you would be following along. Class first, that would have a main function, and class second, that would be having all the methods that we define. So let's define a method. Okay, before defining a method, let's first define a variable within this class. So let that be private, and the variable be string, and the name of the variable be girl name. So what this means, I have defined a variable of data type string what this private means. This private means that this variable can only be used within this class, unlike what we have seen in public methods. The methods that we have defined as public, they were allowed to be accessed by different classes other than the class they were defined in. This private ensures that this string variable, that is girl name, is just for the use of methods of this class, the methods that have been defined within this class. So that's what private actually means. This string variable is private to this class. So let's define a method that would be public void get name, and this get name method would actually take parameters because user's gonna enter the name of their first girlfriend, string name. Okay, so now what this method would do, actually it would see that whatever the user enters the name of the girlfriend, it would put that name equals to the girl name that we have declared above that method. So girl name equals girl name equals name. Okay, so what we have done right here, okay, let me see, what we have done right here, we've just declared a method in our second class with a parameter in it, and whatever the user is gonna input as the name of their girlfriend, what this method's gonna do, it's gonna put that name equal to the girl name. And now let's define another method that would be public as well, public void output without any parameters this time. Now what this is gonna do, it's gonna print the name of your girlfriend. Okay, so system.out.println the name of your first girlfriend friend is girl name. System. Okay, so now you'll see that the variable girl name has only been used within these methods, the methods which are declared in the same class as that of the private string variable girl name. Okay, so let's just go to our main and create an object and call these two methods. Now we have already created a scanner variable, that is sc, and an object of this class, that is obj. So let's create a string variable that would hold the name that the user would input, string name. Now name equals sc dot next line. Now up to here user would input the name. Okay, let's just prompt that would say that input the name of your first girlfriend, system.out.println enter the name of your first GF, that stands for girlfriend. Okay, so now he's gonna input it and we're gonna store it in name. So we have already created object that is obj, so now let's use that object obj to call the methods that we have defined in the other class. So obj dot, what method do we have to call first is get name, so that girl name can be equated to the name that has been entered by the user. So object dot get name, and we'd have to pass an argument that would be name that user would enter. Oops. Okay, so now this would ensure that anything that user inputs and is stored in name would be passed as a parameter to this method, and girl name would be equal to that name, whatever, so the girl name would hold whatever the name user inputs. So now all we have to do is output this method. So for that we have to again call this method using the object. So let's do it again. Object dot, the name of that method was output, and it's not gonna take any arguments, it doesn't need any. So doing so, we ensure that everything turns out to be okay. Now let's run this program and see what do we get. Enter the name of your first GF. Oops, I just pressed enter, so you see I didn't enter anything, so it didn't get anything. So just the output is the name of your first girlfriend is, and then nothing. Just run it again. Okay, enter the name of your first girlfriend. Let's say Rhonda. The name of your first girlfriend is Rhonda. Let me just run it by you again how it works. This is pretty much, you know, because it's scanner, creating the variable for scanner and then declaring the object of second class. Now we have asked the user to input the name of his first girlfriend, and then we have created object and then used that object to call getName function with an argument name. So what this does, it says that call the getName function and pass name as an argument. So it goes to the getName function right here and passes name as the argument. So it takes name in the parameters and equates it to the girl name. Now next it says go to so next it says go to obj.output, that means go to the output method and print whatever there it is in that method. So what we have in that method is the name of your first girlfriend is girl name, and now we have stored the girl name as the whatever the name the user has input. So that's pretty much how it works. I know it's quite hard to take it the first time, but stay with me. I promise I'll make it easier for you guys, and I'll see you in the next tutorial and we'll talk about it more, and then step by step it'll be clear to you guys. If you have any questions, put in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.